105 North Avenue, 52.
Prepare to be fucked by the long dick of the law.
This isn't happening. Everyone look away, please. Nothing to see here.
You can't break those cuffs.
Take him away, Toy.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we talk about what's outraging the internet, and then we let you be the judge, we let you be the jury, we let you be the executioner, too, in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from precinct number... It's a funny number, Grant.
0.
-0. How about that?
Whoa.
Precinct number -0 in Neo-Chicago. I'm Officer Kevin, and with me is...
Well, wouldn't I just say with me, and I'm Officer
God
Grant?
damn it! Just say your fucking name!
But you said with me is, and then I feel awkward. I think you would just do I'm Officer Kevin,
Yeah,
and
this
then I go.
definitely hasn't gotten much more awkward with the excessive explanation.
Yeah,
It's good of you to be with him, Officer Grant.
yeah. We'll work on
I
it.
said 90% of the sentence for you, and all you had to do
Yeah,
was...
so I'm just saying say less of the sentence. I think that makes more sense.
Less is more. Whatever, man.
Let's thank last week's guest, the Discord alert noise. Sorry about that, everybody. Apparently, we need to make it clearer when people call in to put headphones onto their head. Thank you, Ari Grab, for calling in.
But for real, Ari,
bad.
check out Bento Banana on YouTube. It's funny. It's good. I played a small part in the role of making it. So go watch it.
Right now? Yeah, right now. Just,
You could
hang up the call.
You put it on in the background, like on loop.
Yeah. This week's guests are the hard men working hard, Lakembra, Sam Glaze, and ACU or Vistas, depending on, I guess, what day it is.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's up,
Sorry,
guys?
I started speaking before you introduced us, so I kind of messed things up for you there.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. How you guys doing?
It's early.
Yeah.
But good.
It's what, 6 a.m. over there?
Yeah.
Early morning voices coming at you.
Those are the best radio voices.
That's true.
It's when all of the greats did their, that's when Howard Stern did an early morning show. Opie and Anthony did an early morning show. Some other people probably did one.
The Australian Zoo crew in here.
So you guys are the arguably the greatest supergroup to come out of Australia since Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Arguably greater. What do you guys have to say about that?
I wouldn't argue for it.
Why, thank you, Officer Grant. Yes. Should we say, I don't know, there's 3 Australians on your show. Should we say our names before we talk or something? I don't know if people are going to have trouble.
Every sentence starts with, "Hi, I'm ACU and this is how I talk."
So people know how to subtly distinguish between the 3 voices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Should we, introduce ourselves or something?
Yeah, I would say your name, say your favorite flavor of ice cream.
Say who you voted for in the 2016 United States presidential election, and what you do, what instruments you play, and what types of stuff you like to do for fun.
Hello, my name's Lakembra.
Hi, Lakembra.
Hey.
Choc chip mint ice cream. I voted for Bernie Sanders. And I do some vocals in the band Hard Men Working Hard, among other things. And I'll throw it over to Sam Glaze.
Hello, I'm Sam Glaze. This is how I talk. I like rum and raisin ice cream, and I voted for Hillary Clinton.
And what do you do?
What do? I play some guitar, I write some beats, I mix audio.
You do,
among other things.
You make the band sound good, really.
I try my hardest. Some things you can't fix, Lakembra.
There was a colon in that. Some things you can't fix. Lakembra.
Yeah. Lakembra's colon. What about you, ACU?
Me, my name is ACU. I like vanilla ice cream. I also voted for Hillary Clinton, though I don't think I had any choice in the matter. And I write stuff on the computer, and that's basically it. Just programs for music.
Awesome. And you guys have like a bi-monthly podcast now or something that you've been doing, that you've been releasing?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah. Filler Content is the name of the show. You can check it out now. Filler Content, wherever good podcasts are sold.
Where is that? Because it keeps getting taken down
iTunes,
from everywhere.
Spotify, Stitcher, I don't know, wherever they put podcasts.
Are we on Spotify? We are on Spotify.
Yeah. It's just our music that was taken down from Spotify,
Right.
but the podcast is still there.
How come the
being
music
too
got
edgy.
taken down?
Anyone?
Sorry, Kevin, I didn't catch that, mate.
Well, what happened to the tunes, man?
To the music.
Well, we put up, just a pleasant little song called "Hate Crime" on Spotify, and I got an email from the distributors who were saying, "I'm sorry, we're taking this song down from all stores due to cultural sensitivity issues." And I asked them what's wrong with the song, and they said there was a problem with the lyrics, and I asked them again, what's the problem with the lyrics? They just said, there were multiple problems with the lyrics, and we can't have
Too
this
many
song
to
in the
name.
stores. So they took it down.
It probably
but our
didn't help
podcast-
that the album art is our logo on like a swastika backing.
In the style of a Nazi flag,
Yeah.
that might have also had something to do with it.
Yeah, that'll get you taken down, yeah.
What we need to do is we need to make the lyrics more obscure by putting them in a 1 hour song where they can't be bothered to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what happens with the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I talk about that all the time. Like we can't get taken out of context because the context is you have to listen to a 1 hour podcast in order to take us out of context. No one wants to do that.
They'll just program machines to do it. Pick up on naughty words.
You guys just wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes before you start saying the N-word a whole bunch, is that right? Or
Yeah, we say it.
We got a timer, yeah.
Yeah, you can't do it right at the end, though, either, because people know to scroll to the end. So it's similar to, in last episode, we were talking about sitting in the second to back row from, in a classroom.
Of anime children,
if you're an anime character, if you sit in the back row, you get, shit on by the teacher. If you sit in the second row from the back, you're all good.
I mean, so basically, we don't have any sponsors on the show yet, so that technically is our ad read.
Yeah.
So they say, every 30 minutes of the show, make sure you say it. So we got to wait for that. So we may interrupt the show at some point.
To say the N-word?
If you live in Australia, is the N-word Nanette?
Oh, please don't say that word. It's highly offensive.
I'm actually out of the loop on this one.
Hannah Gadsby.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know that
God.
one?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, how dare you?
AC doesn't even know what the N-word is.
That's how not racist
the Australian one. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of sponsors, we got some show news. We don't have any sponsors yet, but we're trying.
Yeah.
We got the live show coming up in August 22nd in Chicago. You guys sort of had your own live show, right? In Australia with featuring the Dick Show, featuring the Sean Show.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, well, we were there.
They didn't have you guys do a song or anything?
No.
I mean, from what I understand, it was, Dick couldn't even be there, so he couldn't
yeah,
even.
that's right.
They got Lakembra up on stage to sing
Twice.
a song that he didn't even write, which was funny.
All single.
Yeah, Dick kind of berated me until I got on stage to sing a song from the Dick Show album called Go Fuck Yourself, which is not a song that I have sung on or wrote or anything or know the lyrics to.
Cool.
But, yeah, that was fun.
Had you guys met outside of the internet before then? Or was
No.
purely an internet venture?
No, we hadn't met. That was the first time. I think it was
the last.
I think we'd been talking online for 2 years or something, and that was the first time we'd met up.
Just cybering.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that still a word people say?
I have never heard that word.
You're bringing it back.
If you want to cyber?
Oh.
And then, no?
No.
All right, well...
I just didn't think you'd be so open about it.
Okay, well... Officer Grant.
Yeah, why don't you explain to him, please?
Yeah. I'm very stupid.
Okay.
It's the C word.
Yeah, the C word.
Oh, the C word. I got you.
Oh, yeah,
Now I know what you're
that's
talking
the
about,
word that Charlotte was saying on her episode that I was...
Cyber.
No, it's like...
People still do it.
Yeah, you go into your MSN chat and you say, do you want to cyber? And it means cyber sex.
Oh, man, MSN. What a throwback.
Yeah, what's that? I'm kidding.
I don't even know the M word.
The MSN word.
Jesus Christ.
All right, getting back to some show news. We also got some stickers up on the website. I put links in every show description, thoughtcopspodcast.com. We also have a new t-shirt design that should hopefully be coming out soon. It is near completion, if not completed. So,
And we're going to have some other merch coming out to the Teespring store very soon as well. So
working on it.
Better see you wearing that shit.
Yeah.
If I see anyone at the live show wearing a shirt that says Billabong or anything that isn't Thought Cops on it, they're fucking kicked out.
DC.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
Speaking of getting the fuck out of here, 2 Minutes of Hate, everyone's favorite segment. Kevin, do you want to start with the 2 Minutes of Hate this week? Do you have a 2 Minutes of Hate this week? Don't just look at the list and then pick one of mine. You pick your own.
No, some of these are mine. I'm just trying to figure out which ones they are. Okay, I mean, this is a lukewarm one, and I hate to start this off by getting flaccid here, but
hey, you always start off flaccid,
that's
and then
true.
As things progress,
well, let's see.
The hardening occurs.
That's why we're here.
All right, boys.
They are hard men.
Yeah.
I guess you guys are always hard then, right?
Yeah, we've seen doctors about it, but there's nothing they can do.
Fair enough.
Out of context blank accounts on Twitter.
Ah, yeah.
Do I really have a strong opinion about this? Not really. There's just a lot of them.
Give me an example.
I guess the way I was 2
minutes of lukewarm opinions.
Yeah, right. No, I was thinking to myself, you work so hard to promote your brand online. You put stuff out. You put a lot of mediocre jokes up on Twitter. And then you think to yourself, I would be a lot more popular online if I just made a out of context Bobby's World account or an out of context anything account.
Yeah, where you just take a clip of a show and you're just like, oh, here's a 3-second clip of Bobby's World where he falls down the stairs.
Yeah, or it's just a screenshot or whatever. Yeah, so out of context, you could just pick anything. Like I said, one example could be Bobby's World, the Fox Kids cartoon from the early 1990s. Who remembers that hit? They all used to be called abortions. Just kidding. That was an inside joke for just me.
A little abortion joke for you there.
That was based...
That's an extremely inside joke. Based off of Kevin's stand-up.
That somebody found me outside and harassed me for with violence.
Did we tell I don't think we told the story. Did we tell the story?
Please tell this story.
I never told it on the show. I'll tell it. Since I have a shitty 2 minutes of hate. So I had this joke about...
Hey, it's Zwick here. Sorry to interrupt your broadcast, but you know what's not funny? Hearing people explain a joke. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm just going to have you guys hear the joke in its entirety, and then we will go back to your regularly scheduled broadcast. Enjoy the show.
Anybody here a 90s kid? Let's hear it. 1990s, who could forget?
Ouch.
There's a cartoon in the 90s called Rugrats. All right, a lot of Rugrats heads in the audience tonight. That's great. I learned yet another disturbing fact the other day about Rugrats, of all things. Apparently, Rugrats was originally called Regrets because they were all supposed to be abortions. Now, if that joke bothers you, I'm actually allowed to tell that because, in my opinion, I should have been an abortion. I identify as an abortion. My pronouns are was and were. So I had this joke about Rugrats, and the
Did you guys get Rugrats in Australia?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I had some joke about how the cartoon originally was supposed to be called Regrets instead of Rugrats because they were supposed to be abortions.
Very topical this week since all these states are outlawing it.
Right, yeah. Why not bring it up now? It's a sensitive subject, but, here we go. And, I mean, there was more to the joke, I guess. I don't know if I want to even repeat. It wasn't even that bad.
It played upon gender identity. If you can put the leap together in your head here. So what happened was that you're allowed to tell a joke because you identify as blank. And as an abortion. I was like, yes, I should have been aborted. I identify as an abortion. My pronouns are was and were. Yeah. And this solid joke, right? And this woman, I told this like dozens of times and it was never a problem. And just one time this woman like cups her hands in the audience and just goes, "Go fuck yourself." And it was unfortunately, if you listen to the episode with Bon Traeger, he's the only person who got to witness this in person. And so then I was outside talking to him after the show, and this woman comes up to me and like finds me outside and like gets in my face, like ready to like hit me in the face. And she just goes like, "You're a transphobic asshole, you're fucking insensitive talking about abortions, yada yada yada. If you ever tell that joke on stage, somebody's going to drag you into the street and beat the fuck out of you." Yeah. So, needless to say, I've told it twice, but only twice. And it wasn't even like an attempt to like trigger anybody. It was just I don't know. It's just playing on tropes that are widely spoken about in politics nowadays.
So anyway, out of context, Bobby's World.
What's your punishment?
You gotta. I don't know, man. I got nothing. What do you think?
You gotta
come on, man. Do the rest of the work.
You have to deliver the context. You have to at the bottom. You have to explain what's happening in the scene.
Right. Give your cite your sources. What episode was this?
Yeah.
Who's saying what? What's going on? Anyway,
write out a paragraph.
Oh God!
Each time.
Horrible introduction to the segment. Somebody else go.
Any of the hard men have
with an abortion story. Well, I did have 2 minutes of hate, but
why don't you?
Now I can see that what I was going to bring up is going to come up later because you've got a list of some news topics.
That's okay.
Well, it was going to be change.org. The website, the petition website.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Petitions. I don't know if this has probably been brought in before because it's.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it yet.
Oh, okay. It's just people signing petitions to have films remade or to have writers rewrite stories and things. But I mean, change.org doesn't do anything. Like nobody reads that petition and say, "Oh well, shit. If people on change.org have signed it, we better do something."
Yeah.
It just goes nowhere.
I think I signed one change.org petition and I just got like a bunch of fucking, this was like 10, 15 years ago when change.org first started. And I just got a bunch of spam from them and I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm never doing this again.
Oh, yeah, they just collect your email. That's pretty much all the site is for.
And then sell it.
The only change.org petition I ever signed was when I was like 11 when they canceled Invader Zim. It's like, petition to bring back Invader Zim because Nickelodeon thought it was too edgy. Anyway, great cultural change happening on change.org.
I haven't really got a punishment. I don't know. We should get a petition going to cancel change.org.
That's a good
Something
idea.
Like that.
Yeah.
And it runs on the website, and then we get so many signatures. They have no choice
they delete
but
their own website.
Well, we have to stand by our word.
Yeah, exactly.
People demand it.
The one time that they could actually make a difference.
Canceling themselves. Sam Glaze or ACU, do you have a 2 minutes of hate for this week?
The gulp was audible there before.
Yeah. I have a 2 minutes of mild annoyance.
All right.
Same thing.
Okay, so do you guys use Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on Spotify,
Okay,
God damn it.
Okay, I mean, so am I, but I've only just started using it. And I don't know if you have like say just an artist that you really like and you think I want to listen to everything they've got on Spotify, right? Because if you go to an artist's Spotify page, it'll be like popular and albums and singles, and think like, where's the like just play all, like just put this artist on loop, you know? There's none of that. You can't do that. You have to. It either plays like 5 songs from their popular, or you have to pick an album. And what you actually have to do if you want to listen to everything by an artist is you have to search for that artist and then go over to songs. So don't click on their name like you'd expect. You go over to songs and then just click that. And so the only way to listen to an entire artist is to do that every time. It's just fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's mildly annoying.
Yeah. You got to click like an extra step in the process.
It's a whole extra step.
That should be your 2 minutes of hate. Extra clicks.
Oh, dude.
Unnecessary clicks.
That would go for a lot longer than 2 minutes. If we're covering every single unnecessary click, there's literally infinite.
Yeah. How you gonna punish the people of Spotify for this?
Everyone is forced to only use an iPod Shuffle to listen to their music. So just don't get to pick what they listen to.
Personally, I think that would be really cool. I would like an iPod Shuffle.
No, so but you can only listen to your music on that. So you never get to pick what song you feel like listening to.
I forget, was the iPod Shuffle?
He said it would be all right. I've given him the circumstances that make it a punishment.
Okay.
Kevin, what were you saying?
Was the iPod Shuffle like $100 cheaper just because you couldn't pick what the next song was going to be?
It didn't. I don't think that they had screens, right?
Yeah, there was no screen.
Yeah, it was like almost like a little USB drive with a thing on
just
it.
With like a button for play and stop, and that's it. I think maybe a skip button.
There was previous next, because I looked it up because I'm like, how did this do? Was there a reception that said everyone was pissed off about this because you couldn't pick your own music? Apparently I'm the only person who cares about that. But no, they had no screens.
I knew a couple people that had iPod Shuffles, and
where are they now?
They're all dead. The idea always bothered me.
Is a death related to having an iPod Shuffle?
Yeah, it was, you know how the Samsung Galaxies have been blowing up in people's pockets? It's similar. Similar. Everyone, yeah.
I love it when you go to book a plane ticket and they still have a little thing down the bottom saying, if you have this old Samsung, don't bring it on our plane.
How long are they going to have that for?
Throw it out.
You'd think that like it would have blown up by now. If you had one of those phones that had the potential to explode, probably already happened.
It's true. Yeah, you probably.
I guess so. I mean, there's people with like World War II landmines and stuff that collect them, you know, for...
What, in their luggage?
I guess not, no.
Yeah.
But in general, those don't just blow up.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how landmines work, though.
No Samsung Galaxy S9s or World War II grenades on any international flights.
Yeah.
Please.
Just World War II grenades. You can bring the modern ones.
Yeah, you can bring anything like Vietnam. That's fine.
You got to respect our veterans. Sam Glaze, you have a 2 minutes of hate?
Does it have to be online related?
Nah.
Or can it just be anything?
It should be, but, you know.
We don't care anymore.
No. It can be like your car broke down and you're upset about it, yeah.
Well, all I could think of, it's been on my mind for the last couple of months, actually, is, you know, when you're eating a chicken drumstick?
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's always that little bone.
Yeah, the tiny bone.
In the drumstick. The tiny bone. That it drives me nuts. I just want to eat a drumstick like it's a cartoon piece of meat and just take a big bite out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Never happens. Always the little bone. That's a clip for your out of context Twitter, by the way.
Isn't this how a guy on a different podcast broke his tooth off?
Yes.
Is eating a chicken wing too vigorously.
Rest in peace, Severus Halkias. Yeah, so, God, bro, that's rough. I also wish that life were more like the Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Someone's following you, you're too close, you just throw a hole on the ground and they fall into it.
Yeah.
Drop pianos on people you don't like.
Yeah. And then their teeth
Anvils
turn
falling
into
from the sky.
piano
Their teeth
keys
turn
that
into
play
pianos,
like a fucking real piano. And you could suck off a lot of the meat on the drumstick.
Yeah.
Yes. Instead, we're sucking the meat off the little bone.
The fucking little bone.
It's useless. What does that bone even do? It's too small.
If you could punish that little bone best you can.
Oh, punish that little bone, anyways.
There's no punishment that could fit. I can't think of a single thing. I'm going to pass the punishment off to someone else. Is that allowed on Thought Cops? Can I pass it on?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I almost always do it.
All right.
Who do you want to pass it on to?
Yeah. Anyone. Anyone.
You just threw it on the ground, whoever picks it up.
It's on the ground. I threw it on the ground next to the cartoon hole.
It's looking pretty tasty. I don't know.
No one's picking it up. Just leave it there.
Yeah, no one wants
That's where it belongs.
Yeah. That's the punishment. All little bones get thrown to the ground.
Down the cartoon hole.
Yeah.
All right. Mine actually, I'm going to piggyback off of ACU's because his rant about Spotify sort of reminded me of this. And it's not Spotify exclusive, but Spotify, YouTube, a lot of things that suggest content based on algorithms do this. But anytime you check something out that's sort of outside of the realm of things that you typically consume, like let's say my favorite YouTube channels are H3H3, Internet Comments Etiquette, and iDubbbz. And I only watch those three videos. But I see that this like Soph person is in the news for being a 12-year-old that has concerning politics or something like that. And I watch a video because I'm interested. I want to do research for the show. I want to know what this is all about. And all of my suggestions are just like, hey, check out all these videos that this person did. And it's just ruining my news feed. Not this in particular. This is just an example. But anytime like this happens with Spotify, you listen to just some fucking you're sitting there and you're remembering songs from the 90s and you remember that song by the Bloodhound Gang, the You and Me Baby Ain't Nothing But Mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. And you go
I couldn't bear to make eye contact with you while you said that. That was
And so you go, I want to listen to that song. You listen to it once, you're like, this is as bad as I remember it. And but it keeps popping up, and then you get more and more suggestions for Bloodhound Gang songs. It's terrible.
That actually, it reminds me of a feature on Netflix where they will suggest something to you.
Yeah.
And you can choose to like dislike that TV show or that movie in an attempt to get it out of the feed, except they just make the thumbnail black and white and it doesn't go anywhere.
What the?
Does it really do that?
Maybe on Australian Netflix, but you try to get rid of something out of the feed, and it stays there forever.
It like can't comprehend that. I guess I haven't disliked enough things on Netflix to notice, but
yeah, I can't stand that you can't seem to really tweak what it recommends. You can't say, I never want to watch anything even remotely like this thing here. Please never suggest it. But I guess they're also in the position of like, we have so few things on our platform. We're going to recommend anything to you.
Yeah. On the plus side, though, if you do go through and dislike literally everything in their catalog, you get an interesting insight into what Netflix was like in the 1930s.
I think that's why they swapped to color, because it's a pain making everything black and white.
You have to go through and hate everything after you produce it.
Exactly.
So
I mean, how would you punish them, Grant?
How about some optimized suggestions? You know, optimize your suggestions with these algorithms. This is terrible.
A better algorithm.
I was gonna say, what about like reactionary YouTube of the 1930s? You know, imagine the Soph of 1933. She's got some hot takes about the World War coming up.
Except there's no talking films, so you can't hear her.
Well,
or was that the 20s?
Well, she's like talking, but she's like moving really fast. We can't hear it, and then it cuts to like a screen of black with like the text she's saying, where she's like, "The Germans are always right," or I don't know, whatever that. I haven't seen this channel, so I don't know.
I haven't either. I saw like a clip of something on someone else's channel, and that's all I could bear to stand.
It kind of sucks doing research for this show sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
you see a lot of stuff you don't want to see, and wish that you could take
mostly
back.
I'm just like fucking tired of this.
Yeah.
Not the show, but just this rotten filth.
Clown world.
That's a good 2 minutes of hate, though. It's like on The Simpsons. They're like, "Oh, you like donuts, eh? Have all the donuts in the world."
Yes.
So that's all you get in your feed is just donuts.
Yeah.
You have one donut, and that's it.
So that's a
Ironic punishment, yeah.
Let me check and see what this message was real quick that I just got. Hold on 1 second. The chat can hear no show.
It's Dick Masterson. Grant Mooney, please call in.
Yeah.
It's your time.
Is it really? I'm not.
No, it was somebody.
I'm not in that chat.
Is that what's going on still? What is he doing? A 5-hour show?
Is he talking about the Dick Show call-in, or is he talking about ours?
No, he definitely the Dick Show. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know why he's asking you for help.
I don't know why he's asking me for help either. Nothing I can do to help. Speaking of things I can't do to help, if you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories, and then we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and unusual punishment. Why don't we start with this? You guys watch Arthur when you grew up?
I still do.
No.
I know of it.
I like to learn the lessons from the show.
Yeah, the moral lessons.
Yeah. So season 22, they're on, I heard.
I don't believe that Arthur's still going strong.
That was well, I know we're going to talk about the story here, but I just want to say the most shocking part of the story was that Arthur is on season 22.
Yeah.
That's rivaling South Park.
It is. It's rivaling a lot of shows.
Yeah, I mean, it's like The Simpsons is like on season 29.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that Arthur is probably better than The Simpsons was at season 22. Like, let's be real.
Could be.
So
it's a lot of classic episodes.
The
classic episode where Arthur punches his sister.
The only one that anybody remembers.
I used to watch it. I remember a lot of it. I used to have Arthur Windows 95 CD-ROM games.
Sounds pretty good.
They weren't.
So Arthur's
That was
back.
so convincing, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm trying to be polite here on the show, but I'm not good at it. So Arthur, season 22, season premiere came out, and Arthur's teacher, Mr. Ratburn. Oh, well, actually, can I just quote the Vice News headline here?
Yeah.
Sebastian, oh my God. Sebastian Gorka is worried that Mr. Ratburn's gay wedding will destroy society. So this is the season 22 premiere of Arthur, where Arthur's teacher, Mr. Ratburn, got married to another man. Not even of the same species, mind you.
Yeah, it's like people have said, you allow for gay marriage. What's next? Animals getting married,
right? What is it? A rat is marrying. Is that an aardvark or?
I don't know. I don't know what any of these characters are on this show.
What the fuck was Binky? Anyway, yeah. So they're gay or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that. To quote Louis C.K.
Wasn't that Jerry Seinfeld?
Jesus, of course it was. I'm the expert. Why would I get that wrong?
Is this making the news rounds in Australia at all?
Yeah, for sure. Sebastian Gorka was on the news.
Yeah,
Grant, you should read this quote there.
This is ridiculous.
In your best Gorka voice.
I don't know. I don't think I've actually done a Gorka impression.
We should just get James Adomian to call in. And
I don't know who that is, but
he does the
here we go.
Gorka voice. But anyway,
he says this is from the Vice News article where he's doing this interview about Mr. Ratburn being gay. He goes, That's been the left from... And I can't do it.
You
From
just do it
Robespierre to Trotsky to Marcuse to Alinsky to Clinton to Obama today, which is a very rambunctious jumping from, I guess, person to person. Civil society doesn't exist. Friendship doesn't exist. Family doesn't exist. Only permanent revolution. Have you seen what I've posted on my Twitter feed today with regards to family? Arthur is a children's cartoon. I think it's actually made with your money, PBS.
Viewers
My
like
children used to watch Arthur 15 years ago about a rodent-like creature that lived and had fun in his cartoon world.
Aardvark, but all right.
This new season of Arthur will have one of Arthur's teachers at school, a male teacher, married to a fellow male rodent. I don't think...
that's the end of
Any
it.
strong opinions on this? About the end of society?
Not really. I'm fine with it.
I can see a further quote from him saying, "This is a war for our culture." Is Arthur the battleground? Is that where he's making his stand?
Nobody even knew the show was still on TV.
That's what I don't get, is that this is the tipping point.
Yeah.
Like, I only exclusively ever saw Arthur in the doctor's waiting room for my pediatrician.
It's like one of those posters.
No, it just was a TV. It would play.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Arthur. And if I was like, got the flu, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Well, I mean, Arthur's always
angry child.
Yeah, angry Republican child.
Yeah, Arthur's always been sort of a far left communist ideologue, kind of in a way.
Arthur's on Twitter. He's like, these are my pronouns, and I'm a.
He has a flower next to his name.
Anarcho-communist pagan witch.
Well, to quote,
that's what season 23 is going to be. Get ready.
To quote his own theme song, "Get together and make things better by working together." Sounds like it's ripped straight from the Communist Manifesto.
Yeah,
that's the rallying cry of the proletariat.
That's a good out of context thought, cops.
Believe in yourself. That's another part of the Communist Manifesto.
Believe in yourself. This is some bullshit. Zwick is in the chat. He says, "I wish Brain would have been gay just to see the reaction from Steven Crowder, who voiced Brain for a couple seasons."
Really?
Yeah. That's his claim to fame. Those of you listening who...
Steven Crowder is gay, though, isn't he?
Probably.
Prove me wrong.
He's just deep in the closet.
Yeah.
Changed my mind.
Yeah. Lars in the chat says that's what we all watch. Arthur for the hardcore gay sex, which I'm sure is included in the season 22 premiere episode.
Yeah, it's called The Honeymoon.
See them consummate those vows. That's crazy. I had no idea that Steven Crowder was on Arthur.
That's like how he got famous as a child voice actor.
Wait, who's Brain? Can you pull up a picture of him?
He's the smart one.
That makes sense.
He's Black Arthur.
Oh, that character is Steven Crowder?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Damn, you just proved me wrong.
Do you need a moment?
Yeah. I'm ready. Okay.
All right, so we need a punishment for Mr. Ratburn, who destroyed Western society.
All right, well, what's next? If two guys can get married, what's next? Arthur can marry his sister? All right, well, let's see it happen.
Season 23.
Who's being punished? Mr. Ratburn.
Oh, yeah, he is.
You're not going to throw him off a building or anything, are you?
Well, you'll see in the honeymoon episode.
They go to the Maldives. The honeymoon.
Patreon.com/PBS. Viewers like you.
Mr. Ratburn's punishment is he gets punished real hard. They put a ball gag in his mouth and put a bunch of leather on him and start whipping him.
All right, well, I mean, he's going to be like, yeah, I don't like this. Wink, wink. Anyway. Let's talk about, hey, let's on a related note, I want to talk about something.
Yeah.
This is something I've only learned from osmosis. This is something I didn't voluntarily learn about, and it's not something I wanted to learn about, but apparently...
Please don't talk about pro-Jared.
No. James Charles Have you heard about this? He's a makeup YouTuber.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
I blame this entirely on going to hang out with Nico and her roommate, where I was forced to watch 6 hours of recap content on the James Charles scandal. So James Charles, from what I gathered, is a makeup YouTuber, and I guess he got in some argument with somebody else named Tati. T-A-T-I.
This story sucks.
No, trust me, it sucks really bad. But I guess it came out that he was preying on straight... So James Charles identifies as gay, and he was preying on straight teenage boys, trying to turn them gay, and dozens...
He should have just turned them onto PBS.
Yeah, right? All they had to do was wait for the new season of Arthur to release. And he... Basically, a bunch of DMs surfaced where he was saying, "Yeah, I don't care who this is." He's basically trying to turn straight kids into gay kids or whatever. But I don't know. There's probably more to this. He was just going on about trying to take down some other Yas Queen YouTuber. Hey, you boys got anything to add to this while we're on the subject?
You guys been following this closely?
The scandal?
I will say
I don't want to reveal too much about myself.
Getting some makeup tips from YouTube?
The only reason I have any idea at all who he is at first is because someone retweeted a picture from a Twitter account that is just James Charles photoshopped black. It's called Jamal Charles. And it was just really random.
He's turning teenage boys black.
Yeah, that's it. It's the only reason I know who he is.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is something I guess we had to talk about just because I
tried my best to avoid
seeing
this.
it on Twitter constantly. So, let me see.
He lost
I was going to say he lost a whole bunch of subs,
3 million subs.
No, he lost 3 million in the first 24 hours. There was a countdown on YouTube that was showing his subscription go down further and further and further.
YouTube is a lot bigger than I would have.
I know,
imagined.
right? It was that's a whole side of the internet we've never covered on the show. So I was like, and if it's this big, we have to talk about it, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know
what happen if you don't.
I don't want to say. Basically, so go to see how many subscribers he has now. There should be a YouTube countdown.
What's the name of the thing that I'm looking up?
I've
been barely paying attention.
Google.
He's he's back on the uptick. Apparently, that the woman who
Tati
made the video about it, Tati. She is also bad. So she is now losing subs, and he is gaining subs again. And I only know this because I was really enjoying the fire that was just burning in front of me. Just all those subs dropping, I get some form of satisfaction out of that.
Watching the subscriber live streams, watching them count down is good fun. Doesn't matter who it is.
All this talk about subs going down and landmines and stuff. It's like we're talking about World War II here.
I thought we were talking about Mr. Ratburn's honeymoon if we just talk about subs. So I guess he was at Tati's birthday dinner and was saying...
It sucks so bad. I hate this story.
And his parents were there, and he was bragging about how he could get straight boys to suck his dick or something. And his parents were just like, "Yep,
that's very polite table talk."
Yeah, our son is famous for some reason, and we support him. Yes, King. I'm reading about this like I should have done on the train here.
Yeah, I got nothing. This is like the pro Jared thing. I just swept it under the rug and then I threw the rug out.
Yeah,
that's how that was my approach to these stories.
Does what you sweep under the rug go with the rug when you throw the rug out?
It's still there on the floor.
Does the rug have a sticky bottom?
That's
Why did I get rid of this rug?
It's revealed what I just swept under it.
That's basically what happened as a result of Kevin talking about it, despite the fact that I tried not to read about it. I'm hearing about it anyway. It's like you throw out the rug and it's like, oh, look, all this shit's still here.
Kevin threw your rug out. You had everything swept under it, and he decided to throw it out.
I'm a horrible house guest. So
thanks a lot, Dick.
Basically, what happened here, as every story like this ends, for now, James is focusing on his mental health and will be spending time with his close friends and family.
That should be a 2 minutes of hate.
That should be, yeah. He's his close friends.
I feel like that's from a template in the new Microsoft Word. Just YouTube meltdown apology. I'm focusing on my mental health. I deeply apologize.
Yeah. I'll be taking a break from YouTube for a while, focusing on my mental health.
Yep.
Oh, so the punishment here is...
Punishment should be...
He has to suck a... No, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I was like, this is a tricky one.
Suck Mr. Ratburn's dick.
Fair enough.
Is it hairy? Is it also covered in fur?
I don't think so.
No, because they have animals have that like sort of sheath protection thing where the
they all have like anthropomorphized bodies, so does
got
that
a human penis.
I guess I've never thought about Mr. Ratburn's penis until now. Thanks, Sebastian Gorka.
It started the fall of society.
Oh man, let's wait for this ambulance to pass and then we'll talk about something else.
It fucking rains and like 30 ambulances go by. Anyway.
That's your rival podcast.
Yeah,
It also has sirens in their theme song.
God damn them.
Oh, I got a good one here to talk about.
Shoot.
So last night I took home an Uber and my Uber driver was telling me how he would like to be a professional actor. And he said that they should hire him in Hollywood to act in exclusive movies because he would only charge $1,000 to act, and which would be much less than what they would pay somebody like Robert Downey Jr. The Uber ride home took about 30 minutes. And
what was the guy's name?
I don't remember.
Did he give you headshots?
He said he was not an actor at all. But he said he wanted to be one despite having no experience. And he said he would only, like I said, charge $1,000 and he would be much cheaper than Robert Downey Jr. The Uber drive was 2:30 in the morning and took about 30 to 40 minutes because he got lost around Guaranteed Rate Field. And anyway, so it got me thinking here. I was thinking about a news story that came out this week where Uber may be introducing a quiet mode feature where you can choose whether or not you have to entertain these stories of grand delusion or not. And I thought to myself, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a big deal for me to pretend like I cared about this.
Hey, at the very least, it gives you a story,
Yeah.
Like, how boring would your life be? I do this sometimes because I just like walk around with headphones in and I don't interact with people at all. And then you get lonely and then you're like, oh, well, maybe I'll pop these headphones out. I'll listen to what people have to say. And then you realize people are fucking insane and it's great,
So,
do you guys have Uber in Australia?
Yeah.
This is a very educational episode. We've learned you have Uber and Arthur and Rugrats in Australia. Things I didn't know before.
Yeah, you guys have Spotify, so it's good to know that things are basically the same.
Sounds like it.
Lars in the chat says it's almost as if they're a first world country.
Almost.
I had a pen pal when I was a kid, and he would always ask me if we had bottled water in Australia. And I didn't have the heart to tell him that he had asked me that every single letter.
Where was this guy from?
Canada.
Nigeria. It sounds amazing. I hear all about this bottled water.
Do you have bottled water? He was probably asking you to send him some.
For just 5 cents.
For the price of a cup of coffee a day, you could have saved this kid's life.
Yeah, and you just were like, I'm going to make fun of this kid in a podcast.
Well, it worked out for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got a fucking bit.
Did he ask you about
it.
the way the direction of the when you flush the
toilet water?
Yeah.
No. He probably already seen that episode of The Simpsons.
My toilet doesn't swirl like that. Like the water just kind of, it kind of like goes everywhere.
Mine pushes the water up out the top like a fountain.
I'm not sure if it's just my toilet.
Turns down a drain.
I'm serious. Is it just my toilet that does that, or
it's not just an Australian thing?
Give me 2 minutes. I'll go check. I'm not going to do that.
So Uber quiet mode is now an option for Uber rides, but there's a catch. It says, the catch is that the immense guilt.
Well, it's for if you get Uber Black.
Uber Blacked.
interracial sex joke for you there.
Trying not to say all the jokes that are popping up in my head about this Uber Black and Uber Black SUV, which more expensive than a regular Uber X ride. I've never ridden in an Uber Black before, so
no, me neither.
I hear once you do, you don't get back in the regular Uber.
I'm trying not to tell a joke about I won't say the joke. I'll let you construct the joke in your head about
just edit it out. It's fine.
About Uber taking an Uber Black to a movie theater and turning the quiet.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's gold.
I didn't say the joke. I just, if you got the wrong thing out of it, you said the joke. You said it in your own head. I didn't say the joke.
Oh, man.
That makes you racist.
So Uber, so you got to be rich for this. So basically, it's like, I don't want to fucking talk to poor people.
Yeah, poor people that make like less than minimum wage driving your sorry ass around.
It's like the equivalent of a limousine. You can just roll the window up, except you're in an Uber Black SUV, and you could say, "Please don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you."
Yeah,
and you smell. Is there a smell option on here?
Get rid of the smell. Open the window.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, complimentary nose pegs or something. Welcome to your Uber Black, sir. I won't say a word. Here are your nose pegs.
There should be a button. Please don't fart in my Uber car. While I'm in here. Please don't do that.
Has that ever happened? Have you been in an Uber and he just rips a big one?
No, I have not. That'd be hilarious, though. Imagine getting upset, though, because that's their car.
Yeah.
You should be allowed to.
He does it just before he picks you up, and then you open up the door, it just all wafts out. It's like, don't worry, I did it 5 minutes ago.
Your button just says, "Please don't fart." It's just a request. There's no guarantees.
You press it once, it sends an alert to the Uber driver's phone that says, "Please don't fart." So you press it once and you just keep pressing it. It's like, I know you're doing it. Please stop ignoring this message.
So people are upset about this quiet button, which is kind of understandable. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Uber drivers are irritating, but like
some don't talk at all, though.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes it just like, we live on this big blue rock together
in a society. Yeah.
I just
love that. Like, you see like I was talking about the rates of loneliness in the world just keep spiking higher and higher, and people are more and more addicted to like apps and social media and shit like that, and everyone's unhappy. And then like the solution is like, I need a button to tell you not to talk. I can't just tell you, hey, I'm a little tired. I don't really feel like talking. You can't use your words to say that. You hit a button to tell a less than minimum wage worker who's leasing his car through the company that he's driving for to shut the fuck up and to close his ass.
Yeah, that's pretty bleak.
Yeah.
What you have to do is when you walk into the Uber, you have to pretend that you're deaf.
I got a good punishment
You have
here.
to do the voice.
Yeah, you have to do the voice, and then they won't even bother.
Okay, Sam Glaze, you should do the voice now, so we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, which voice?
Not on this. I can't edit this podcast.
Well, just put your headphones on and pretend like you're listening to a podcast, and they'll not bother you.
I like my idea better.
And then pretend you do the
funny.
fucking, and then do the deaf voice too. You know, double down. Why are you listening to a podcast if you can't hear?
Yeah. So what do we do about this quiet mode?
We should have an uber loud mode.
Yeah. What would that look like?
What would that look like?
Yeah. Like, do you hit a button for conversation topics? Like, I would like to talk about politics. And then the Uber driver's like, yeah, so this Trump guy, right?
They have to hook you up with somebody who is in the opposite side of the political spectrum.
That'll be interesting.
Uber
make for good YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get like dash cam footage of people screaming at each other.
It's my favorite type of video.
That's an idea. Just
do you have
maybe
dash
put a
cams
sign up
in
in
America?
Oh, we got
dash
them.
Cams in America.
They're mostly in Russia, but we do have some.
Some people do.
Do you have YouTube?
We have YouTube. Yeah,
We love it here.
it's our favorite thing. We invented it. I think
All of you?
I don't fucking know. Yeah, all of us.
Invented by thought cops.
All two of us.
Yeah. Let's. I think that's good for stories and time and everything. Why don't we move on to some key to the city this week?
I got one.
Everyone's second favorite segment where you give a key to the city to a do-gooder.
That's right.
Kevin has one.
My key to the city this week goes to YTMND. You're the man now, dog. YTMND.com, a website I used to go on after school every day when I was 15, 16, the mid-2000s, and browse a lot of videos, or not even videos, they're just images,
they're
tile
loops.
wallpapers of loops of audio.
Yeah.
Justin Wang has a lot of good videos about YTMND, but YTMND just shut down a few days ago as of this recording permanently for the first time since it launched in the early 2000s. So a little bit.
It would be weird if they permanently shut down for the second time.
Third time's a charm. I hope they come back and do it again. But no, it's bittersweet. YTM. I have a lot of fond memories of going on YTMND. Have I used it in the last 13 or so years? No, not really. But it was kind of nice to go back once in a while and look at some of the classics. And now I can't.
Look at the Cosby Volta.
Yeah, or Brian Peppers and LOL Internet, anything like that. I don't know. So yeah, that's my key to the city, YTMND.
Mine would be Rick and Morty. They're coming out with season 4. I don't know how to access it because I'm too fucking dumb, but it's going to be out there soon. So that was just announced.
I'm actually really interested in what that's going to be like because I feel that between the most recent season and then the coming season, there's been such a backlash and a cultural awareness about all the people who watch it and then what the I feel like they have to address that in some respect.
It's going to be like reading Hegel. It's just going to be dense and difficult to understand.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dumb.
You guys have a key to the cities?
Yes, I have one.
Same place.
My key to the city is Game of Thrones Season 8.
Oh, fuck.
They've done a fantastic job really tying up this whole how many years has it been? Since 2011. And I think everyone's very happy with its successful TV series with a thrilling conclusion that we can all get behind.
I haven't been keeping up online, but I'm assuming that everyone just loves it.
Of course, it's Game of Thrones. It's the best show to ever have been.
I mean, if you want to be technical, since 1991, right? Isn't that when the first book came out? So
yeah, best TV show since the book came out.
Sorry, do you have more to say?
No, just that it's fantastic, and I'm glad that it's been. I'm assuming very positively received.
Yeah.
I don't have a key to the city, but I will steal one from a Google Doc that I have here and it says Grumpy Cat on it.
Oh, yeah.
But my key to the city goes to the...
It says Grump Cat.
Sorry, there's a different cat. Oh, my apologies.
This one's still alive.
My key to the city doesn't go to Grumpy Cat. It goes to the bacteria which caused the infection that killed Grumpy Cat. That's all.
Oh God. AC, do you have a key to the city?
I actually don't. I can't think of a single positive thing on the planet right now.
This is the hardest part of the show.
It really is. Nothing. You didn't see a funny video or a Vine that you liked?
No, not really.
How about a GIF?
Do you have hobbies? Do you like people? Do you do things?
No, I pretty much just sit in this room and I wait for us to record the next episode of our podcast, and then I shut down again and I wait for the next month. No, but I will say the Stone Toss and Wormwood and just that whole group of cartoonists and comics. YOLO Swag Studios, constantly, they're just very entertaining on Twitter. And I don't think my Twitter feed would be half as good if it wasn't for that crew. So they get my key to the city.
Cheers, mate.
Very good.
It's very offensive.
That's the other C word.
This week's word of the week for Thought Cops. How about something you guys want to teach us a little bit about the language that you guys speak over there? What's
English?
Do you guys have English over there?
No, we speak American, which is very broken and sounds awful.
We've experienced it firsthand.
What any fun words that we don't have over here?
Okay, yeah. I don't know how widespread this one is, but someone mentioned it, I think, in our Hard Men Working Hard Discord, or maybe it was Lakembra or Sam Glaze, I can't quite remember. But someone said their favorite word for the vagina is mut. I don't know if it's
M-U-T, Australian word.
It's possibly one of the most Australian words, but mut.
Oh, I would have spelled that M-O-O-T.
Yes,
if I was going to write
one of those two, but it's either mutt or
I would have gone with M-U-T, but that's just me.
M-U-D-T.
But I think half
too German?
of Australians won't even know that word. That's a classic.
Well, now our listeners can degrade people even further with a little bit of Australian lingo.
Try it out at home.
Welcome, please. Let me know how it goes.
If you're sick of mum, please try.
Yeah, let us know how it goes. Leave us a voicemail at 312-788-7361. And we'll get to those voicemails in a second here. But before we do, can you guys plug your social media? Where can we find you? All that good stuff.
Who wants to do that?
Thanks, not.
Oh, yeah, go for it, Lakembra.
Oh, okay. If you like music, I know not many people do, but if you'd like music, do you guys have music?
I like music.
You guys have
Hipster
music?
Grant over here.
we have music over here in America. Yeah, we invented music in America.
All two of you?
Yeah. Me and Kevin.
Damn,
First YouTube, then music.
Prolific.
If you want to hear some music, just go onto YouTube and type in Hard Men Working Hard, or Spotify, or iTunes, or SoundCloud. Hard Men Working Hard. That'll do. You'll find us.
We'll link to that as well.
Sure. Twitter as well.
Twitter.com/hardmenworkhard.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, some guy's got HMWH. I've contacted him twice for that handle. He's not giving it up.
There's a guy named Jeff whose Twitter handle is @HMWH, and
fucking Jeff.
He won't give it back. He won't give it to us.
Yeah.
All right. I just said, "Hey Jeff, how's it going?" and he just liked my tweet. Didn't even say anything back to me.
We should still try to get that Thought Cops handle back from that.
Yeah, at Thought Cops is owned by this like fat old man who hasn't used it since like 2010.
Have we tried to contact him?
I've like tweeted at him.
We should try to get that. What
happens to your Twitter handle when you die? Like, could you organize something so that...
No, you goes to the great
mine was not a good joke.
I was gonna say we could organize a hit and get rid of that old man. Do you have hitmen in America?
Yeah.
Probably get a few here in Greek town. A couple of Greek hitmen.
Yeah. That's what the Greeks are known for, is the Greek mafia. The world famous Greek mafia.
For hitting men.
Famous for their roles in The Sopranos as being dishwashers in the Italian kitchens.
Yep.
Also doubled as hitmen.
It's a good cover.
I should also say, if you thought that we were even just a little bit funny today, we do have a podcast as well. Filler content. Go find that wherever. I said that at the start of the show.
It's monthly, so you'll listen to an episode and then you might enjoy it, but you'll forget it exists by the time it rolls around next month. So, enjoy one episode. That's all I ask.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. Let's move on to some voicemails. So the way we have to do these, because we can't simulcast them, is if you click the voicemail channel, we'll just play them at the same time, the same way we did the clap sync. I'll just do 3, 2, 1, play, and then we'll all just hit play at the same time so we can all listen at the same time.
Sounds good.
All right, let's start with what's that?
Good at Kangaroo Jack?
Let's start with the one that's above it, the Senior Commissioner Lars voicemail.
Oh, yep. Sweet.
God damn it.
Okay.
This is going to get us a copyright strike.
What year is this?
It's 2008.
I wonder if anything's coming at the end of this.
Oh, man. I kind of hope that he would have sang or something over it. I guess hindsight's 2020.
Worth it.
I never feel bad when I get rickrolled. It's a good song.
Yeah. It is a good song.
It's a good song, yeah.
It's like, oh, no, you made me listen to this classic track
that everybody loves.
Right.
That revitalized Rick Astley's career.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's still going to this day on that song.
Yeah, on that song.
I remember I forgot what year it was, but he was on the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Thanksgiving Day float. And then rickrolled everybody, which I guess kind of tells you it was probably 2004. 2005.
Probably maybe around then. Yeah.
And that's not Foster's the drink for you boys down under. Just in case you're curious.
What'd you say, Lakembra?
Is it possible for him to rickroll people? I mean, it's his song. People would expect him to.
Nobody knew he was going to be there.
Like a surprise,
he just appeared on the float. Nobody knew, and he started singing the song, and it was epic.
I apologize for opening my mouth. I'm sorry.
I wonder how many times
Zwick cut
Rick
out
himself has been rickrolled.
That's
probably
a good question.
Countless.
Let's get to that next one.
What if it was Ariana Grande on the float, and then it was his voice though? That'd be a rickroll. Him doing it himself is he's just playing his own song.
And Lars, who he left a voicemail, he said in the chat, this inspired a lot more earnest discussion than I thought it would. I guess the rickroll is on me. That's right.
It truly is.
You just got
Take
played.
That, Lars.
Hey, Thought Cops. It's Sid Helm for the animal shelter. I go by that because I have a shit ton of animals. Fuck you, Grant. Kangaroo Jack is the shit.
What the fuck?
Destroyed.
I'm just glad that he wasn't here to make fun of us.
I mean, maybe he was. I mean, Kangaroo Jack, isn't that movie set?
Because I compared the new Sonic trailer to Kangaroo Jack, that it looks like a shitty 2003 movie. Apparently that movie has fans. Do you guys have Kangaroo Jack in Australia?
Yes, we have Hungry Jacks.
We have kangaroos.
The potato brand?
No, Hungry Jack's is our Burger King. They call it Burger King everywhere else except here.
Weird.
I think even New Zealand has Burger King, but we get Hungry Jack's.
Check them out.
It really does make one so hungry to see that sign.
Jack is a hungry boy.
You know the food is good when the guy running the establishment is also hungry.
No. Kick the door in. Where's Jack?
We need to talk.
All right, let's play the one that's Nico1.mp3. Jesus, 56 seconds long.
I was going to say no.
56 minutes long. No, they don't go that long.
Hey, sup, bitch cops. I have something. I have a story. So let's just say that, you take a shower. You're real stinky. You smell like just shit. You wash your hair, you wash your face, you wash your body, you wash your ass. And then you come out, you're squeaky clean. And then you have to shit again after you clean your ass. And then it's like a really stinky, sloppy shit. And it's like, what's the fucking point? Why do I live? Why? I took a shower. Why do I
just
have
kill
to
yourself?
Shitty, messy shits after I shower? Couldn't this have happened before I showered? And now it's like my ass is disgusting. I mean, I wash my ass after, I wipe my ass.
After
but
what?
It's still, it's the principle.
After she shits in the shower.
I wanted to have
I was
clean
gonna say,
ass for longer than 20 minutes.
Just do it in the shower and stomp it down the drain. You'll be fine.
Efficiency, man.
Once again, thank you for thinking of us when you decided to make this phone call. She left another voicemail, so play that.
All right.
The Nico again.
Hey, fuck cons. That's not a slur because I said it the Australian way.
Oh my!
But you know who is so fucking
It's gonna
annoying?
get dicey.
Girls, or it's always single moms who post shit like, my son is my king, and they always name their kids stupid shit like McCaden or Braden. So it's always like, Aiden is my king. I'm like, no, your kid is not your king. That's fucking weird. Your kid is your kid. Stop acting like your kid is your baby daddy who left you, because clearly there's something going on wrong with you that you call your son your king. Maybe your prince, because that's how lineage works. That's weird. Aiden is not your king. Please stop it.
Aiden just got blown the fuck out.
Yeah, royal families are known to be incestuous, though, aren't they?
Yeah. In fact, I hear on the next episode of Game of Thrones that King Aiden will be sitting upon the Iron Throne, and his lover slash incestuous
Cersei.
mother, aka Queen Braden, will also be on the throne.
Wait, that's pretty similar to the actual plot of fucking Joffrey, isn't it? Kinda.
No spoilers, please. I'm not that far.
I stopped watching 3 seasons ago, so I'm just trying to refresh my memory.
Similar.
I feel
similar
like it's all right. just double checking.
Yeah. All right, let's do this last one. Zwick.mp3.
Grant, how dare you tell me to stop drinking? I'll come down to Chicago and kick your ass and suck your dick. And then I'm going to make you suck your own dick. Well, Kevin watches like the dollar store cuck he is.
Jesus.
Guys, thanks for my well-being. Oh. Bye.
Joke's on you. I've been trying to suck my own dick for 27 years.
Dollar store cuck.
That's beautiful.
That's a good one.
That's a new
Not
one.
one of those high-end cucks.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
I mean, cucks, I guess, don't really take it. They just watch, right?
Yeah, I don't give or take anything.
They take it to the eyes.
Oh, God. Should just end it there.
Fan art, anyone? No, I'm just
hard cut.
Sorry.
Yeah, Zwick drinks these fucking disgusting abominations that he calls daddy sodas, where he pours, he'll drink a blueberry Red's apple ale, and then he'll pour peach schnapps into it.
Oh, God.
It's awful.
So it's like a fruit salad, but alcoholic, and an odd choice of fruit.
Like a fruit salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are your fruit salads alcoholic in America? How's that?
They're not actually. No, they're just usually
Paul Foster's and everything here.
Well, I guess that just about does it, huh?
Yeah. We've learned a lot in this past hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good.
You're welcome.
Do you guys have all the things that we do?
We do.
Yeah.
We'll link to it. We'll, everybody listening, go follow the Hard Men Working Hard. They're a good time.
Thank you guys for coming on the show. Thank you for taking time out of your 6 a.m. Saturday morning.
Yeah, I know you're off to church. It's Sunday morning, so... do you guys have church in Australia? Do you guys have religion over there?
We do, but we don't have Church of Scientology.
They got here first.
Finders keepers. Anyway, you can support the show at patreon.com/thoughtcops. You can throw us a couple bucks. We just released a new spin-off show this week. And there's all sorts of fun tiers you can be a part of. You can be a part of the live chat here, and we'll read off your disparaging messages on the show. So thanks for listening. Thanks, guys, for coming on. We'll see you next week.
It was a great episode.
Yeah, I wish I could perpetrate a hate crime. I love hate. I think we need more hate. So you want to hoax a hate crime. Step number 1.
All right, so we're looking for a dude who was on the subway who snatched this girl's hijab and ran away.
Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime, hate crime.
All right,
hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, love crime, hate crime.
we're looking for
Black crime, white crimes are on the rise. Big sex, hate crime.
all right,
Hate crime, mind crimes are on the rise. Women, hate crime.
hijab.
Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime, hate crime. Three boys, hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, love hate crime. Use double good. Black crime, white crimes are on the rise. Big Christian, all right. Hate crime, mind crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime. Hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I hate your huge black penises. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Hate them, hate them. And they threw bleach at me. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Hate them, hate them. This is MAGA country. Hate them, I hate them, I hate them. They're just the worst. I hate it. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime. Julius Molius. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, love crime. Hate crime, black Ed Wynn. Hate crime, white crimes are on the rise. Big sex. Hate crime, Sidney Poitier. Hate crime, mind crimes are on the rise. Women, hate crime. Justice. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime. Julius Molius. Hate crimes are on the rise. Love crime. Black Ed Wynn. Hate crime, white crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, Sidney Poitier. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime. Justice. I hate your huge black penises. And they threw bleach at me. This is MAGA country. They're just the worst. I hate it. First of all, this is MAGA country, and I've hated black people since before. We're the worst. They're just the worst. I hate your huge black penises. Hate them, I hate them, I hate them. That's what he said? Yes.
All right.
And I hate that you don't get funded. You don't get funded. There should be more. And I hate that you don't get college funded easily. First of all, there should be more. And I hate that you don't get funded. You don't get funded. There should be more. And I hate that you don't get funding. You know what I'm talking about, right? And it's Trump's fault. 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 We're getting there. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime, hate crime. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime. Black crimes are on the rise. Sex. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime. Three blood guys. Hate crimes are on the rise. Hate crime, hate crime. White crimes are on the rise. Sex. Christian. Hate crimes are on the rise. I wish I could perpetrate a hate crime.